Lake City, Utah. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away, but now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Bring back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first
down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. They'll look to throw here. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive starts with a completion left side. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to number 85. 1-yard gain. Brings up
2nd and 9 now.
At the 43-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for him to start things out. And that is incomplete.
Intended for...
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Number 23.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking, ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
Flyers 3. Steelers nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's like none on this one either.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
2nd and 4.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Second and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steeler first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Down at the 30.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
36-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
The pass.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Schuster.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
23.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully... And this is caught! And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah,
and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now they try the right side here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds McLaurin, and he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches. At the 35-yard line.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like the design.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the set.
Now the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback sacked.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens them up a little bit. It allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor.
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards through the air to 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Patrick on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.